Okay, so now I'm going to make some pizza dough. So I already added the flour, my 1 cup of flour so far. The yeast, if you can see, that's the recipe that we're going to use. The other way. All right, so we are going to add some yeast, some sugar, some salt, some sugar, a little bit of salt. I have my little thing of sea salt here that I just like to, use at liberty. And then my 2 key secret ingredients are dried basil and garlic powder. These really add to the flavor of the pizza dough. And so it's really beneficial to use it because it really changes the flavor. Instead of just having boring old normal pizza dough, you turn it into something with a little bit of kick. Okay? So I added a little bit of there. And olive oil and warm water. These all add the olive oil. So it's going to be about 2 tablespoons of olive oil here that I've already poured in. And the warm water. Three-quarter cup. I have a cup and I'm going to estimate that 3/4 is here. I already had it warmed, so the water should maintain around 100 to 110 when you're first making the dough. Because if the water is too hot, it will kill the yeast. And that will be really sad because then the pizza dough won't puff up and give you that yummy crunchiness that we all love oh so much. Okay, so next we need another cup of flour, which we're going to do gradually in here. Just getting out my 2nd cup of flour here. Okay, so we're going to gradually add the flour. Stirring until the dough forms into a cohesive, elastic ball. Is beginning to pull away from the sides. I always like to do this in a really big bowl because therefore it'll not get a mess everywhere else. Okay, add a little bit more. You could probably use a tiny bit more water, just a tad. Because we still have a little bit more. The dough left. And this is what it's starting to look like and come together. It really has a nice aroma due to the fact that I added the dried basil and the garlic powder. I think it really brings out that nice flavor. Add a little bit more water. And the rest of the in the event that it is too doughy and you added too much water, you can add a little bit more flour. And it shouldn't hurt the integrity of the dough too much. So a little bit, couple tablespoons, still want it to be sticky. Okay, so now we have our beautiful dough, and I'm gonna wash it out, and then we're gonna put it back in here and let it to rise. And because I already proofed the yeast, I do know that this yeast will work for it to rise. So then we'll come back and we'll finish up the pizza and pop it in the oven.